Welcome to your weekday cup of the Word. It is Friday and we're in Galatians chapter 2. Now chapter 2, Paul will start off with a story. He'll talk about when he went back to Jerusalem after preaching for 14 years. Now that story of him going back to Jerusalem is recorded in Acts chapter 15. He went back with Barnabas and he brought Titus along with him, and they confronted those Jewish teachers who were saying that you needed to be circumcised to be a Christian. And at the end of the day, they were considered right. And all the apostles agreed that no, you do not need to be circumcised. He'll start by pointing out, look, the apostles as a whole have agreed to the concept that you do not need to be circumcised to be a Christian. We are not Old Testament Jews. We are New Testament Christians. And then he'll talk about the fact that he felt so strongly about this and felt so firm that you don't need to be circumcised and you don't need to be a Jew, that Gentiles and Jews are equal in Christ, that when Peter started to show favoritism to Jews because of peer pressure, Paul felt comfortable standing firm against another apostle and saying, Peter, you're wrong. And it turns out Paul was right and Peter was behaving with favoritism. So both of these stories, both referencing what happened in Acts chapter 15 and his confrontation with Peter when Peter came up to Antioch, point out the same thing. Christianity is different than Judaism. And on top of it, he'll go down and he'll say, look, if Christianity is just another form of Judaism, because circumcision is what you do to become a Jew, he says, then you're saved by the works of the law. You do enough good works that you find in the law and you'll be saved. Why did Jesus die in the first place then? If you can be saved by being a Jew and there's no need for the blood of Christ, then why did he die? Christ's death is a needless death if we can be saved by our own behavior and good works. But instead, we are sinners and we understand we need to have grace. And therefore, we must be under a new law where we can get that grace. And that new law is the New Testament covenant. That new agreement with Christ that we have in His kingdom, the church. That's Galatians chapter 2. That's your daily cup, and we'll see you next week.